Hey again, and welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about what are we going to do with feedback. So in our last video, we were talking about validating your idea. So what we're talking about today is, what does a feedback loop look like? What types of feedback should we actually respond to? And how do we iterate that into our product, our service, our business? All right, so first off, ask questions. I love to hammer this home because we ask yes or no questions as if that's really the only thing that's helpful. There's so much more to that. It's a great yes or no, did you like the product? Great. Then everybody follows it up with, what did you like about it? Why not just skip to it? That's your first question. What did you like about the product? Tell me something that made your life easier when you were using this product. Great set of feedback, right? Using that in a use case or context scenario gives you much more to do with that feedback. So if, let's say you had a service, we went out, we did, I don't know, some advertising for you. We go out, we do advertising. Now we're rehashing that feedback, how did you like this, experience? They say, yeah, it was great. Or no, I didn't like it. It's like, oh, well, what did you not like about it? Well, I only got 20 appointments out of it. Okay. That's something you can work through and turn into something much better. But if you just get, man, this was terrible. I didn't like working with that account guy. Okay, right? That's not useful feedback. So what I want you to see in this example is the quality of feedback is also very dependent on who it's coming from. Is it from the decision maker? Is it from the user? Which party is providing the feedback? Is it specific enough for just this one company or scenario? Or is it a broad item that should be addressed? So if it's something broad of, hey, this feature would be great for just us, but we're a niche specialty manufacturer, maybe it's not as relevant if you're trying to reach cross industries. Now, if you're really honed in on this industry, maybe you should really think about it. That might be the thing that really makes your product the best product in that industry. You can go either way. It just depends on your business metrics business plan and what you want to achieve. But taking that feedback loop and creating a backlog, right? You want to take all this feedback, you want to assemble it in an aggregate form of, attributes. So is it a sales process attribute? Is it a product attribute? Is it a delivery attribute? So you want to break it down into these buckets. And then the next thing you want to do is you want to vet the sources of information. And then you're going to go to the next step. And this is where we're going to evaluate where we are in our company's capabilities, what can we actually implement, and what do we need to implement. So there's nice to haves, must haves, you can break it down however your company thinks about it. But essentially it's we have to have this because 90% of our feedback is this is the thing missing that will make them buy it hands down. Or they want to be able to change the color scheme because it's cool. Right? These are different things that it might be easier to do the color scheme, but if it's not going to give you sales, you should be at least able to prioritize what that backlog of feedback could be. And then you're going to implement it. You want to roll it out, however that's going to be. Don't recommend doing it without testing it in some form or fashion. Leave that up to how you run your business. But I do recommend testing it to make sure everything works. And then the cool thing, and this is where you really want to be sure you execute it. When you roll out that update, go back to all of these people and tell them you did it. Let them know for a fact that you actually listened to their feedback. Maybe give them some kind of cool case study idea, or hey, we spent X amount of hours because we heard this was so important to you. However you need to phrase that. But go back to them, take them that next version and let them know that they were one of many, or we loved hearing this from you, we've been able to implement it, and we wanted to make sure that you know that we're listening to your feedback. Something that continues that positive feedback loop, because you need it again in the future. So it's great for a one-off, but you need it multiple times as you're building and growing your business. Whether that's new service lines, new product lines, everything is going to change and adjust. So teach your customers or clients to give you consistent, good feedback. Thanks for joining me on this long series talking about our target market. We're really just getting to know our customer personas, segmenting our market, figuring out what our idea is, validating that, and then getting the feedback loop. So that way we have kind of an ultimate, we know our market better than anybody, where our customers are, what we deliver, and like completely kill it on our execution. Check out some of the other videos. Talk soon.